Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's more than 20 days that Sushant has passed away. And as I was one of his co-actors in a film called Detective Byomkesh Bakshi, many people have wanted to know what is my opinion into the matter, like whether is it a suicide or a murder. But to be very honest, I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak a single word on this matter. First of all, I couldn't even believe that Sushant could commit suicide. And secondly, I was not in a mental state to talk about it, and most importantly, I didn't find. I was not actually sure that from where the evidence is coming out, and what's the authentications of all this. So that's why I didn't speak up. But to be very honest, from the very beginning, the entire thing is not looking as convincing as a suicide. Things are not as simple as it's made out to be. And personally also I believe that there is something more to the stories which are floating around. And of course I could see that for the past few days everybody is coming up with some stories on its own, and some stupid stories are floating around all over the places in internet. You know what is the worst part? When I saw that few people are just trying to make money out of it, and maybe they're just trying to gain some business, profit out of this. Because I don't know how many YouTube channels were born after this, and people are just uploading contents after contents, videos after videos, and they're just giving some theories, and they're just putting down some opinions on their own. And of course they're just trying to make all these things very chatpata. They are trying to make the video even more attractive to get some attention from the people. And I believe all these stupid things are floating around just for the heck of it. Unfortunately, I need to tell you this, guys, please, this is the high time. We should literally stop this kind of nonsense, and we should definitely get down to the actual serious part of the entire matter. Well, I could also see many police officers are doing around. Everyone is expert in the investigation, as if they're the expert out of this. They could do whatever. They could do everything. Well, there are, hell lot of Byomkesh Bakshi, whole lot of Sherlock Holmes, so many Feludas are doing around. It's kind of a inner problem, inner nature. If it's not Indo-China border problem, then it's murder problem. If let's say, it's not. If it's a suicide, then maybe they're the best expert to give you the reason why. Whether it's a suicide or not. So everyone is becoming expert and putting down their own opinion. So this is also, this also should be avoided. Well, now coming to the forensic part. Many people are saying that they have seen the forensic report. Visit. Isn't it very weird? How can that be? Forensic is very integral part of the entire investigation. As the investigation is on, forensic report is definitely not a public document. So how can you claim that you have seen the forensic report? And as long as the investigation is going on, the police officials are not going to divulge any of the information other than what they think is not going to hamper or damage the entire investigation procedure. Well, and forensic report is definitely not into that category. And well, for an outsider like us, or being an outsider, it's not possible for us to have the clear insider picture of the investigation until any information gets leaked out by any official or any member of the investigation team. So don't say that you have seen the forensic report. The shocking and the weirdest part is that I'm going to tell you now. People are talking about that they have done some paranormal communication, to be precise, which you call as planchet. Planchet? Really? Again is weird as it's list. Like, how can you say so? Do you really believe in all these things? Even if you do so, that's completely your personal belief. You say that you've spoken to the soul, and the soul told you that someone wearing black shirt, black trouser tried committing a murder, and the soul also disclosed or tried to say some few names. Okay, all right, fine. For a moment, let's say you were right, I'm wrong. I might be wrong for a second. So tell me, what is the basis? What kind of evidence are you planning to put forward in the court? Those evidence will be admissible in court of law. Are you sure? Come on, guys, this is 2020. We shouldn't act like this. And this is something which is definitely not convincing. And which surprised me a lot is when I found that the young generation is also after this. They are also taking part into this. I mean, people, just let me tell you one thing. This planchette wala thing or this paranormal communication, this thing is something which is definitely not going to put some, not going to add some value to the entire investigation, because this planchette or paranormal communication could not provide you any leads which could help to the in the investigation. The other most important part is I found that there are few famous tarot card readers who are also jumping into the fray, and they're giving a tough shot to the entire matter. I mean, they're suggesting what have happened. Really, tarot cards. I mean, again, isn't it very weird? I mean, how come being a tarot card reader, you could say or suggest what have happened inside a room where somebody was found dead? I mean, I somehow felt that you are just contributing on your worth, whatever you do, whether it's kind of whether it's a tarot card reader or your talent of being someone, of being someone who could see the things beyond anyone else on this earth. So it's nothing, just, I mean, you're just trying to have some cheap publicity out of this. And of course, in the entire process, you're also cooking some controversies, and you're just putting some, confusion when you say that according to the tarot card, aisa hua hoga. According to the tarot card, vaisa hua hoga. No, I mean, it's just that you are doing something which are uncalled for. And a lot of people, almost everyone, including some renowned personalities, asking for severe inquiry to the matter. Well, I don't mind on that. I mean, why not? Myself would also love to say that the CBI investigation would be a little more authentic. But on the contrary, if there is seriously any kind of influence of Bollywood powerful people or powerful people from Bollywood, if really they try to influence the entire investigation, what's the guarantee that they will not, so let me tell you from the first, if there is any kind of influence of any powerful people from Bollywood, and they're just trying to influence the investigation, and they're just turning it to the different way, what's the guarantee that they will not do the same thing with CBI? After all, they are two human beings. They're also working with, they're working with an agency like local police do. So, do you really think for a powerful people, will it be very hard or tough to not to influence the CBI people? And what's the guarantee that if the CBI jumps into the CBI people jump into the picture, everything will get sorted? I mean, the powerful people will be exposed, and they'll be going to jail just like overnight. Overnight magical kuch ho jayega. How can you say that? Guys, don't forget, this Arushi murder case is not solved till the date. CBI couldn't solve that case as well, which has remained as an enigma so far. Well, and one thing we are on the right track. We are actually in the proper process. Like we have already cornered a major part of the Bollywood industry. Like people in Bollywood, in Bollywood, there are people who have inherited a kind of empire in the Bollywood business, and people who think that they can make and break a man. So they probably understood the strength of people and the strength of public. We are actually bigger than them by community wise and population wise, and together, all of us together, if we stand up against them to teach a lesson, so definitely I believe that they will be more under pressure. So of course they already understood that, they already got at least a picture that about the strength of people and strength of public, right? So we are going on the right track, and that's all I wanted to say. Well, so yeah, my main intention of making this video was not to demotivate anyone, not to discourage anyone. Rather, I wanted to say that I wanted to stop those experts of spreading stories or spreading rumors, and those tarot card readers and those people who are faking things by claiming that paranormal communications and all. So guys, please, just think twice before you do something. I mean, you are doing this kind of stuff, which is definitely considered as very humiliating by nature to his family, because Sushant also has a family. I mean, all these rumors and the stories can be definitely very humiliating to his family as well. Well, you might not like my video. You might have thought that being Sushant's co-actor, how can she say all these things? Yes, I'm saying because I was his co-actor. That's why I could say all these things, because whatever little interaction I have had with him, I found him very positive by nature, and he used to be very positive towards his life. So even if he would have been alive today, so if Sushant would have been, I mean, if Sushant would have been alive today, he would have never supported this kind of stuff. कभी support नहीं करते ऐसा चीज़, ऐसे जो whatever guys. So यही मुझे मतलब that's all I wanted to say. I know that I am not, I mean, I haven't made the video for any kind of, you know, like or subscribe or something like that. Or again, I will love to tell you one thing. So whatever we are doing, we need to continue with that protest. But one thing always we should remember that we are already बहुत दूर तक हम आ गए. So one wrong step can ruin the entire thing. Everything can be ruined. So we should do our work. We shouldn't think of the result. What results we are going to get, we shouldn't think. We just being calm and quiet and keeping our emotions under control. We should just work, and we shouldn't think of the results. So that's all I wanted to tell you. I hope that you actually understood what I wanted to tell you, guys. So please, I mean, I will not ask you to subscribe again. I'm telling you, I'll not ask you to subscribe. I'll not ask you to follow my page, or neither I will ask for any kind of like. But I would love to request you, please share the video if you really found that the video is meaningful. I mean, if you really found the video as meaningful, or if you really found the video meaningful, please share this. So okay, bye, take care, thank you so much.